At the heart of Borussia Mönchengladbach's midfield is a player whose name is currently echoing through Europe's elite clubs. At just 22 years old, Manu Kone is one of football's most exciting prospects. A defensive midfielder with a unique blend of solidity and technical excellence, who's already triggered the interest of Liverpool scouts and numerous others. But why is this young Frenchman so special? Why are big clubs from all over Europe keen to sign him? This is the story of Manu Kone, the all-round midfielder that all clubs should fear. Standing at 6'1", Kone made a significant career move in August of 2024, transferring from Borussia Mönchengladbach to AS Roma. This transfer marked recognition of his rising status in European football and provided him with a platform to test his abilities in the tactical battleground of Serie A. At Roma, Kone has been adapting to the different rhythms and demands of Italian football. While his time in the Eternal City is still in its early stages, he's already showing signs of the same qualities that made him stand out in Germany. The transition from Bundesliga to Serie A represents not just a change of league, but a crucial step in his development as an elite midfielder. Before his move to Italy, Kone's performances at Mönchengladbach were consistently impressive. Despite the club's below-average Bundesliga finish, he operated primarily on the left side of a double pivot in a 4-2-3-1 formation, with heat maps revealing a player not constrained by defensive responsibilities, but one who frequently progressed into more advanced positions. His defensive statistics from his Bundesliga days speak volumes, finishing the season with the 9th most total tackles and 8th most successful tackles won. For France's Olympic team, he's shown the same dominance, combining perfectly with teammates like Michael Olise to control the tempo of matches. His international career is just beginning, but the signs are already there of a player destined for the highest level. Manu Kone's path to professional football was not an easy one. Born on the outskirts of Paris, Kone experienced the same issues that many young French prospects do: few facilities, tough competition, and being forced to shine in front of thousands of aspiring football heroes. What set Kone apart from his contemporaries was a natural grasp of playing midfield that got noticed by the coaches from his early days. While most other young players strive for goals and fame, Kone understood an appreciation for the less glamorous components of midfield: winning the battle for the ball, cutting passes, and determining the rhythm of the game. His childhood was one of sacrifice, of early morning practice sessions, missing social events with friends, and complete dedication to developing his craft. This dedication and discipline would later pay off in his career. Kone's own working life was kick-started in France when Borussia Mönchengladbach scouts saw him play there. The club has a reputation for developing young talents, and Borussia Mönchengladbach had noticed Kone's ideal CV for his needs in midfield: a ball winner physically, and yet having so much technical ability well above his age. The adjustment to German football was not simple though. An injury was capable of ruining his progress when he was finally getting acclimated. But the mental toughness of Kone developed over years of transcending adversity. It put him in good shape to return stronger than ever. Smash that like button if you're already impressed with Kone's accomplishments at such a young age. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated with more content about football's brightest stars. Your support helps us create more videos like this. What distinguishes Kone most from his peers at his age is his awareness in defense. He's an expert at positioning, tending to anticipate opposition moves before they occur. His tackle success rate is one of the highest in European football, proof of his timing and technique in going for the ball. In 1v1 situations, Kone is nearly unstoppable. His combination of power, speed, and anticipation makes him extremely difficult to beat. Opposition attacking players who try to beat him on the ball soon discover why he's become legendary as one of Bundesliga's top ball winners. But what makes Kone different is that he doesn't simply win the ball. He immediately converts his team from defense to attack. This ability to change from defensive destroyer to attacking catalyst makes him invaluable in modern football. If Kone's defensive qualities were the sole positive aspect of his game, he'd still be desirable. But the reason he's a potential world-class player is his sublime technical ability. His close control in congested spaces clocks in at the 96th percentile for successful take-ons in Europe's elite divisions. An astonishing statistic for a player who only plays primarily defense. It's a lesson in calmness, watching Kone collect the ball under duress. Where others would get flustered and send the ball long, he employs his brilliant balance and control of the ball to dance away from the pressure of opponents, converting defense to attack with lightning speed. His ball control is particularly valuable in two scenarios: turnover opportunities, where he rapidly moves away with the ball, and receiving from the defensive line to support build-up play. In both cases, he always seems to move forward, disrupting opposition lines and creating numerical superiority for his team. Though Kone's passing figures don't leap off the page straight away, only 1 goal and 1 assist in 30 starts last term. This is indicative of his new role now rather than his ability. He shows good skill to play short, medium, and even occasionally long passes in transition, especially when dropping deeper in the build-up phase. What scouts are most excited about in Kone's development is the as-yet untapped potential in his passing ability. As he grows and possibly transpires to a club that prods him towards more advanced passing from deeper areas, we might see this side of his game emerge. The highlight of him playing for France's Olympic side gives us glimpses of this potential, playing passes between lines of opposition and sometimes unlocking opponents' defenses with weight-perfect through balls. Modern football needs players rather than technicians, and Kone is outstanding in this respect without a doubt. His 6'1" frame gives him an aerial advantage, but it's his explosive acceleration and stamina that truly set him apart. Kone covers huge distances in games, often posting his side's best pressing statistics, while also being one of the most occupied players in defensive battles. This combination of physical attributes renders him the ideal midfielder for the high-pressing football that's been in vogue at much of Europe's largest clubs. His hunger to reclaim the ball is matched by his ability to protect it after regaining it. Midfield opponents of Kone will find themselves tripping over him, a testament to his inner resolve and calm. What makes Kone so appealing to clubs such as Liverpool is his tactical flexibility. In Mönchengladbach's formation, he plays alongside Julian Weigl, who has a static, deeper role, freeing up Kone to move forward. Yet, his ability set indicates that he will be capable of performing in many midfield positions. As a lone defensive midfielder, his tackling and physicality would be excellent cover for the back four. In a double pivot, his ball-carrying ability is complemented by a more holding-based partner. And in a box-to-box role, his energy and technical quality would thrive. This flexibility makes him a manager's dream, signing for those tactically savvy bosses who love to play around. From building play from the back or repelling a counterattack, Kone has the attributes to excel. If you're enjoying this breakdown of what makes Kone so special, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analysis of football's most exciting talents. Your support means everything to us. Despite his impressive skill set, Kone's game remains in need of improvement. His decision-making during pressing can be too aggressive at times, sometimes leaving gaps behind him that can be used by more experienced players. His tactical discipline is good overall, but there are instances where his desperation to win the ball results in positional mistakes. Offensively, as good as his ball-carrying ability is, his product needs to be refined. Adding more progressive passing to his repertoire would turn him into a possibly world-class midfielder from an already very good one. The more positive news for Kone and his supporters is that these facets tend to develop with experience. Why analysts and scouts are so interested in Kone isn't as much as what he is right now, but what he has the potential to be. He's 22 already and has physical attributes and defensive consciousness a lot of top midfielders his age lack. As his tactical acumen and attacking input are added, we may be witnessing the making of one of football's most rounded midfielders. The N'Golo Kante comparisons are inevitable given his defensive ability, but Kone has more physicality and perhaps greater attacking potential. A more apt comparison might be young Patrick Vieira, a central midfielder who overwhelms with physical presence, technical ability, and tactical acumen. However, Kone offers different dimensions than the World Cup winner. Standing taller at 6'1" compared to Kante's 5'6", he brings more physical presence in aerial duels and shoulder-to-shoulder challenges. His dribbling statistics also suggest potentially greater attacking upside than Kante demonstrated at a similar age. While Kante evolved into a more rounded midfielder later in his career, Kone already shows signs of that all-around capability. Additionally, Kone's progressive carrying of the ball through midfield presents a different profile than Kante's more pass-first approach. In this respect, a more apt comparison might be a young Patrick Vieira midfielder who dominates through physical presence, technical ability, and tactical intelligence. If Kone continues on his current trajectory, it seems only a matter of time before he makes the step up to one of Europe's elite clubs. When that happens, the player who's been impressing in the Bundesliga will become a name known to football fans worldwide. In an increasingly specialist-dominated world of football, Manu Kone is something special, and a midfielder who can do it all. His combination of defensive skill, technical quality, and physical strength makes him a player that every club has to genuinely fear. From those modest roots in the Paris suburbs to becoming one of the Bundesliga's star performers, Kone's journey is the embodiment of the dedication required to become the best at the sport. And based on everything we've seen so far, this is just the beginning. With clubs in Europe lining up their transfer plans, there's one name that will certainly dominate many conversations. Because when you're looking to construct a future midfield, few players provide a full package like Manu Kone. If you've made it this far, you're clearly as excited about Kone's potential as we are. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video about football's brightest talents. And drop a comment below with which player you'd like to see analyzed next.